This is the 12th of October when I'm recording this, and I'm mentioning that because I've been trying to upload one 5 times and it failed. So just prepare another one. Equipment's in good shape. Got a long way to go for this 9. Alright, let's see if we have a heavy cargo. Grade 6. This is what we want.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
That's kind of a new paint theme. Plating. We know what to do with that by now.
Material deposited.
Yeah, I started working on the script for the... It's not really a review, it's just my expectations that I had. I know I mentioned that, but what I imagined this being, what this is, and where it can go, because this is still pre-alpha, which unfortunately, you know, is a direction a lot of games are going. They release them unfinished, and they spend years, even decades, just
Raw material process.
fixing them. And it's kind of an excuse not to finish something. An excuse why things can be bad or not work. Like, maybe from like an up and coming indie, but like AAA studio asking for handouts like that. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. I can think of one in particular, Bethesda.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Bethesda is not itself anymore. Fallout 76, the kind of the last piece of work they did. Like I said, if I'm talking to somebody and they say it's not bad or it's pretty good, well, that's just not somebody that I think is pretty good.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
Yeah, I'd watched a lot
Airlock
of
pressure levels increasing.
other people make this kind of stuff, and it never was quite right. A lot of the forced humor, just the overzealous attitude about everything. But did they change this? Oh no. I was gonna say it sounds different now because we're actually in a pressurized environment. Yeah, it sounds even worse.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Yeah, that's the sound we're used to. let's get the doors off. I keep hearing this sound out of the left speaker. I'm sure it won't be picked up in this recording, but I'm using an external DAC. Real amplifier, speakers, everything, and I know that my stereo amp is failing. It's pretty old at this point. I got it when it was like 15 years old. But it's a class AB amplifier. If you're not familiar with amplifier classifications, it basically identifies how much time the output stage is on. So class A, the output stage is on 100% of the time. So if your amplifier is rated for 500 watts, it's probably constantly consuming twice, 2.5 times that. Amplifiers of class A are huge, massive heat sinks. If they're passively air cooled, there's tremendous weight with all of the heat sinks on those. Class AB is basically 50% of the time. The waveform goes up and down in a sine wave. So 2 output stages, one above the line, one below. When the waveform is below the line, one side is on, the other, and get staging multiple chips. It's not just one single component, but you can have set designs, single-ended triode, but it also is single-ended transformer where the whole waveform is driven to the speaker by one transistor or vacuum tube. Anyway, mine's class B. Most garbage stuff today is D. Go back into AB. AB is basically what's considered the best compromise, and for a long time that's all that was used in audio equipment, amplifiers. Class C, I've seen them advertise that it does not exist. It's impossible for a real Class C amplifier to actually amplify sound because it's only half the wave. And I think they've had uses in radio, but not in the audio industry for music. If they say it's Class C, it's not. Class C amplifiers don't exist. Class D's switched. The output stage is constantly being turned on and off really fast. They were mostly used for car amplifiers, for subwoofers. Reproducing low frequencies, you don't need very high switching frequencies, and there's plenty of filtering to remove all the distortion anyway, the harmonic distortion. But as things went on, people just didn't care. They wanted lighter, they wanted more efficient. This insane idea with efficiency that just has no place. So as Class C's got more and more R&D time by more and more companies, they basically figured out how to make a really bad output stage for an amplifier sound acceptable for music. And that's why you can see tiny little boxes, 20, 30 watts into a speaker. Now that's the way they measure output power is different relative to input power, because you can't have consume 10 watts of power and produce 30 watts of energy for sound reproduction. There's other classes too, G and H. They're kind of like switching and rail based amplifiers. It's like a Class AB, except have different positions, Class H or G. There's specific rail levels where they will be switched to once the sound needs to go higher. One of the other one continuously sort of varies at class DT or TD, I believe. Lab Group and a Swedish company made one where it's supposed to be a switched output stage that was able to trace ahead of the incoming audio signal, so it never actually switched off. So it basically operated like a class AB. But yeah, other than that, there's not. So
You got 5 minutes left in this shift.
I do want to get a nice class A amplifier. There's plenty on the used market, insanely priced up. But new, there's not many. I found 2 so far. One of which I was kind of familiar with, and the other one I was not. So the one I'm looking at is actually by a company called Shit Audio, SHCITT. They have some extremely interesting DACs as well. One of them is a true multi-bit output instead of the Sigma Delta, which is just, oh, sounds louder, so we'll just make it louder. We'll follow the incoming audio signal. Generic, been and used in hundreds of times or almost every product. A multi-bit is something that's not really out of the high-end audio industry or the professional audio industry. The DAC they use in the Yggdrasil, and that's what they call their high-end DAC, is like an MRI grade true multi-bit DAC. Like the chip itself, an audio DAC itself, is like $250 just for the DAC. That's it. That's insane, but I think I am gonna get one of those at some point. Well, I know I am at some point. Because you might be familiar, at least at this point, with PC audio and stuff and all of the shortcomings. Like Newegg is a good site for PC parts and stuff, but when you're talking about audio, you're not going to use Newegg. You're definitely not going to use Amazon. You're going to go to brands people in the industry actually use, recording industry, sites that they use, like Sweetwater. Anything audio related, just use Sweetwater. Okay. Yeah, I'd really like to see different cutting tools, like maybe an oxygen acetylene torch, or some sort of mechanical bladed saw. I've seen them before. I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but the end that you hold on to, looks like a chainsaw, and then instead of a blade for the chain, it's just a giant circular disc, 12, 14, 16, 18 inches in diameter. That would make it pretty interesting, because you could use different tools for different types of material, which, you know what, I'm not even going to get into all of those ideas right now, because that's going to be in that other, this is the video, which I will get up so you can finally see that.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
A minute left. Yeah, we didn't get much done. Rail guide, that's new. Coolant, that's not new. Let's see if we can at least break even with this shift.
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep and let's finish strong.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Salvage secure.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yep, something's holding it. I think the tether gave out. Yes, it did. Okay, we made up that pretty quickly. Yeah, those shipping containers are pretty valuable. We're almost gonna break 800 million.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
Get a little 2 horsepower on that one.
Credits deposited. Salvage
Yeah, I
secured.
do need to finish
No
Resident
credit
Evil
applied.
3 remaster as well. The remake. The second one was spot on, but there's one part pretty close to the beginning where I'm stuck.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
Basically the
transferred.
first encounter on top of the garage with the Nemesis. I don't know what it is. It feels like there's an event, some sort of scripting event that I need to finish, because I know he's immune, he's invulnerable to everything, and it just feels like I'm not getting that set right. Still attached. Yeah, I think next I'm going to use like a god. There's an astronaut music,
Credits deposited.
just to see how that changes the impact or atmosphere of the game. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna see what happens when we take the debt down to nothing. I definitely would like to finish that before the end of this alpha, which is easily done because I'm sure it will remain in this state for a while. There's not an insane amount here, but the potential here is the most I've seen in any sort of
Processing
gaming
valuable
content in
objects.
quite a while.
Credits awarded.
I mean, I get why they colored these blocks to make it easier. But you do have this, and so if you scan this, it should highlight what you can and can't cut, not just a cut the bad block, and there you go.
Processing. Credits deposited.
I get it though, it does speed up the process. It does make it more accessible. Are we on the flight side? No, we are not, so we can take this. They damage pretty easily.
Processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, for a minute I thought the whole ship was moving.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted.
That's free. This is... Let's get a little more on that one.
Caution. Tether supplies running low.
Get the radiator. Wait till it gets in place.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured.
Storage,
Credits
almost
deposited.
there. We need to find something to break that off with. Let's get this a little... Actually, yeah, I need to make sure the rails are not attached still.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Doesn't look like it. I mean, what is... I wish you could go further out of here to look at this structure. I mean, it looks like they are moving freight or shipment around, but to what? Just let it line up. That's okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yeah, that should be clear too. This is too, actually. Get this closer.
Object accepted.
Cutter, you're out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
I remember when he didn't say that.
Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage quotas.
Yeah, I'd really like to know what we're looking at. I mean, obviously it's some sort of shipyard.
Valuable object processed. Credit deposited.
This is free. It's aluminum. Now I think I'm gonna try and blow the front flight deck off because I don't know.
Valuable object. Credits awarded.
It might have already moved. And it looks like it did. Yeah, I mean I can see an air gap in there. There's
All right, cuz,
that's
you got
not
5 minutes left of this shift before they turn the lights out on you.
it's not gonna keep the air in.
We've wrapped.
Let's see if it's free.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Yeah, it's moving. Yeah, I don't remember venting that, but I think rail guide. I don't know if this go. Yeah, I think this does go into the processor. Let's see. We're looking at the last. Yeah, I mean that counted as weight.
Credits awarded.
That's interesting. Usually, I mean before it counted as like an entire like system, and now it's. Wait, that's moving the entire ship. All right, you gotta. Is it? Oh, there's no atmosphere in there. Is that a terminal? Yeah, but that. Alright, I don't know if we need to get these, I'll check. No, it doesn't look like it. No, okay. Then we will throw this whole thing in the trash. Danger, why? It's already
Air
vented.
pressure level decreasing.
I can see. Well, I mean, that's fine. I didn't get the hard drives. Yet. What happened to the floor? Yeah, I'm not going up there.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Let's just vent it all into space now. I mean, those drives should be laying around up here.
Deposit accepted.
Right through. I knew it.
Warning. Electrical damage. Note that excess electrical damage has been found to negatively impact long-term job satisfaction.
Actually, I should check to make sure these storage units don't count. Moves quite a bit.
Let's put a bow on this shift.
Okay, we can. And now the box is electrified. Somehow. I just don't believe that.
Warning. Health levels are low.
Yeah, a shipping container becomes electrified.
Raw
Where is
material
it?
processed. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Storage 10 of 17. We'll have to check that next shift. Or next. Yeah, it's a shift. Yeah, that should make it. One more shift. Still going. Alright. Send it. Make it. Yep, we got it. Cool.
Object accepted for processing.
Let's get this out of the way. Oh, wow. Storage containers on the flight deck did count. All right. Yeah, this thing is just all broken up now.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Rail guide. The rail guide to me look like conduit pathways, you know, and like contemporary industrial design is to leave everything exposed and open. I think what's referred to as like shabby chic, but they look like troughs overhead between offices or hallways where all the network cable usually sits. How much is this? 600 kilos. I'm actually starting to use the metric system more since playing this game.
Credits deposited.
I mean, a base 10 measuring system is pretty nice. Makes it easy to change different units. Did we? We did not. I don't have a key. I don't think you get a key anymore. Like, you'd have to
Airlock pressure levels
get
dropping.
lucky and find one, or do what we're going to do, and roll the dice. Do we need fuel? Yes. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Okay, so this reactor is laying horizontal. It's not vertical, which means it's a little more work to get it out.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
And we've got 3 too, so that's pretty valuable. Just bring it out slowly.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Nice. It's gonna blow. No? Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Careful.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to put together all of the miserable modern sound effects in movies that are getting remade, re-released on Blu-ray. And they're not keeping the original mono or stereo track, they're remixing, basically new sound effects from scratch so they can be played back or placed in a 5.1 or more field.
Salvage secured.
And they're just miserable. They are cheap and thin and weak and generic. I mean, what is it? Hollywood Edge is a pretty well-known stock sound library, and then countless number of people making royalty-free sounds that are just the same things over
Salvage
and
secured.
over again.
Credits deposited.
Some all-time classic films that have been utterly destroyed because of that. I think that's why particularly everything up until the 2000s. There was a few before that started using stock sounds, but a sound designer, a sound engineer for a film, they made new sounds for that movie. Like, that was part of the film itself, and sound and music, it's more important than the video. But for some reason, because we don't live in an audio world, we live in a visual world, they've
Salvage
decided to
secured.
take precedence.
Account
But
credit applied.
changing the music, background sounds, will change the entire experience. Like, you can have terrible visuals, but if you have great sound and music, you'll still be into it. Now, if you have terrible music, or just the wrong music and the wrong sounds, yeah, doesn't matter what it is. And it's not talked about by people who should talk about it.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
I mean, the
transferred.
people who are doing it, they're not, we didn't evac this, did we? Alright. Next shift, I'm gonna buy a key. I just don't wanna lose this, and it's not much. 50K or something. This, like I said, this section right here, basically the port, which turned out that one wasn't vented. And we're okay. Rockets are intact, they didn't ignite. Is this free?
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
It is. the ship is really apart now.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Yeah, I think I'm still glad I accidentally picked
Digitron 9000. Thank you.
Oxygen
the
level
timed
stabilizing.
shift, because it does help to prioritize things. Fuses. Whoa.
Salvage secured.
I didn't know they could repel each other like that. I never saw that. That's gone. Yep, those are gone. But
Got
now
about
that this
5
is
minutes left in this
free,
shift, Cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Weaver out.
okay, I think we saved it. Yes, we did.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, we'll make it a little shorter.
Credits deposited.
Alright, we'll send it.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Did this side not get vented as well? No, it did. That's a double negative. So that's a positive.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
This side is not going to happen, however, this one. I'll just move this one closer. Let's see. Wow, this stuff got thrown back here. At least get it closer. You know what, I think we can start moving this one as well. Just send it over to our little gravity anchors. I think gravity well sounds cooler than anchor. A mass anchor, that's all right. Let's line up the bottom. Straighten it up. We need to get that corner section as well. 1 minute. All right. Now this is close. Where is that? Okay, yeah, okay, that's definitely on the wrong side. I don't want to send it over there again. How much is that? 2,000. That's 2,000 kilograms. It's a lot. Actually, we're 3D space. There's always a position for every position. There's an angle that to send it anywhere you want, basically, is what I'm saying. Trying to say. Oh, I was going to put one more on that one. 2 million.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Let's line it up. Nope. I gotta cut this. Yeah, the additional thermal capacity is definitely good. I would not have been able to do that.
Material deposited.
What do we need? What do we need? ECU, we know where that is. That's with the reactor. So let's get this reactor ready to go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Let's get a little more on here. Nice. That'll do. This is all titanium. It goes to the processor. How much is that? 1,500? Let's try and take the whole thing. Oh, this door frame is free now? Yeah. Yeah, that's free now too. So let's turn it here.
Deposit accepted.
It's okay. Let's turn it here. Now let's hold it. Alright, it's clear. Just that huge pipe. I'd like to be able to separate these into cubes and send those cubes
Valuable
together.
object processed.
Just the
Credits
one
awarded.
unit. Let's see if it works. Well, that's something. Yeah, there we go.
Raw material processed. Credits
It's
deposited.
breaking up on entry, re-entry. Alright, is this middle section free? Not yet. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one too.
Deposit accepted.
Alright, we're gonna cancel that one. It's pulling that.
Material deposited.
Okay, this is almost cleared. I usually don't clear it like this. Alright, that's kind of a risk. Yeah, I should make it. Oh, is this bottom panel clear? Yep. Almost there. Not there. I don't know if I can cancel this now. Let's back up.
Raw material.
Alright,
processed.
all of that can
Credit
stay
deposited.
until we're ready. Alright, let's get over here. We did not vent the fuel yet because I don't have a key. So I wait, let's just make sure this is ready to go because I'm gonna have to pull this out quickly. And having the panels off, it does seem to help. Again, that's really thin shielding for a reactor. I mean, who knows? There's no radiation in this reactor. It's futuristic.
Object accepted for processing. Credit deposited.
That looks good. Really, it's just cutting those two pipes. I don't have anything to pull it against, so. Alright, we're gonna clear this edge. Listen, yeah, I know.
Salvage destroyed.
That's only 100 pounds of aluminum. We lose more than that in scrap and fragments every single shift. That would actually be an interesting statistic to show after you finish ships, like how much was wasted because of poor cuts and just left in the yard.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh, somehow that took us. Reactor destroyed. Maybe not. We got a few seconds left. says it accepted. How's our coolant? We lost one thruster. No.
Please contact your plan administrator.
We lost all of
to
them.
add asphyxiation coverage.
Okay. I think they made it more difficult by making material integrity weaker.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Not that one, this one.
Thank you for your purchase.
Where's the... Okay, there it is.
Cutter, there's 5 minutes.
Let's see, did we lose all of them?
Get in while the getting's good. We were out.
No, maybe not. We didn't lose all of them. But one isn't enough to... for the work order.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
600 kilograms.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your
Scrap.
planning.
We can get the ECU. Yeah, it's like whatever side, whatever you're grappled to, that's what it tells you. And if there's multiple, like multiple different materials, it doesn't tell you, hey, this one needs to go here, this one needs to go here. No, it doesn't do that. And that pipe is still like, that's not a seal. What is that? This one. Guess that door is worthless. This is too.
Deposit accepted.
Take that. 3 minutes, yeah, not quite enough time to finish this, I don't think. Now, maybe.
Material deposited.
Yeah, we might. Let's try. Let's get this moving. Oh, we still have this too. We definitely need to get all of this.
Raw material processed.
We lost a lot of material with the reactor going up like that. We better put some more on this. What did I hit? Okay, that was nothing. Yeah, we don't have enough time. A minute, jeez, I don't know. What's this? That's free, let's send that.
All right, Cutter. Wrap it up. You got about a minute left.
Credit awarded.
Yeah, I don't think. Actually, we might. Let's see if we can get this. it everything we've got.
Cutter, looks like you used your last tether. Head on over to the kiosk if you need more.
I think we got it.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Oh, no, we didn't. Yes, some of it. Not all of it. That would have been 8 million with the reactor, plus another 2 or 4 for the. Wow, we're just at 800 now. Yeah, we are almost there.